Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be testing out and using for the first time the Hocus Pocus palette from Colourpop. It is a collab that Colourpop of course did with Disney, and I am super excited. I'm late, but I'm excited. Like, I got this on launch day and that was a whole mess, and we'll talk about that later. So if you want to see me test out this palette, make sure you keep on watching. So first I'm going to quickly do my brows on camera, which I typically don't, but this is what it looks like when my brows have been like freshly waxed without anything on them. I have decent brows. I just fill in the areas where I feel like it's a little sparse, like right here, right up in here, and then kind of carve it out to create like this lighter illusion. So let me quickly go ahead and do that. I'm using the Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade 4.5. I always use this. Cannot find a good substitute. Well, like a substitute that I'm willing to work with every day. And then I'm going to use the Hourglass concealer to carve out the brow.
I just called you up to let you know your man been messing around. He been messing around. I guess he didn't know you were only, cause he swam in my DM. Now that nigga drowning. Yeah. But I got a plan to devise.
Now you just saw me add some concealer to the eye because I'm going to use that as a base. Okay, so what do we have here? This palette was in the higher $20 range, as if I can remember. So it was a quite expensive Colourpop palette, meaning it's more expensive than their other palettes, but they probably had to pay a lot of moolah to get the rights to use the Sanderson sisters. So I think that's pretty reasonable for a palette like this, because if any other brand would have done it, it probably would have been expensive at the wazoo. It comes with 5, 10, 15 shades, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are matte, which to me is on my spectrum of good to bad, that's not that good. Like, I like way more mattes than I do shimmer shades. I feel like mattes give you different looks, and then you can add the shimmer shade for a pop of creativity. But when you have the same matte shades, or like a little bit, you kind of end up looking like the same each time. But that's just, you know, my opinion. I like a lot more mattes to mix it up a little bit. But I'm not as unimpressed with the color story as some people were. Like, yeah, I feel like there could have been a brighter orange in here, and I don't know, an orange shimmer shade too, probably. But I don't think it's all that bad. I like the names a lot of the palette. They coincide very well with the movie. So I give this palette probably a 7 out of 10 as far as just first impressions of looking at it, not even dipping into it, because I'm sure the Colourpop shades are going to be consistent with each and every drop that they do, so I'm not worried about the shades. But yeah, 7 out of 10 on color story. Just the matte to shimmer ratio. I know I can't have what I want all the time, and maybe I call it a bust is a matte too. I didn't count this shade, but these might be matte shades that just have glitter in it. This one too, now that I'm looking. So maybe let's give it an 8. These look like these are matte shades with glitters in it. And then, of course, these are matte shades. So we'll see. I'm going in with my Morphe M441 brush. And I think I'm going to start with Toast. Ooh, and as you can see off the bat, a little bit of fallout. Just a little bit into that one. If you're concerned with fallout, I haven't done an eyeshadow palette review in a long time, because I haven't had to talk about fallout in a long time. It's just weird. Fallout doesn't bother me though, but I know some people really can't be bothered. If I didn't mention, I'm putting that on my crease. Well, you know, the upper part right here. Not necessarily right in the crease, but right under where I have my concealer, under the brow.
Fuck up his life. All we need is your phone and some time. Boy, you don't know that we know about you.
Okay, yeah, that's a nice deep orange shade that would be perfect as a base shade for brown skin girls. So I'm really liking that. Like, it's just the perfect my skin tone, just to set the tone for how this shadow is going to blend. Okay, I think we're gonna go into Bewitched, this shade right here. I think we're gonna work with this green because I feel like I always do purpley pinky looks on the channel, so I'm gonna skip right over to here, and it's like a camouflage green shade, and I'm gonna put that into the crease with my Morphe M503 brush. I'm hoping that this doesn't look muddy, because that's what I fear with these green shades. They look like, y'all know what. So on camera, it's looking a little black. In person, to be honest, unless you're really close, this is gonna look black. Yeah. But because of that, I'm gonna try to keep it from going too high because I don't want to make it look like I have a black eye. So this is now looking like a dark look. So I'm gonna go back in with On Toast, and I'm gonna blend out that upper part to make it a little bit more seamless.
Girl, thanks for putting me up on game. I had a feeling he was up to no good anyways. We about to play with his head. He don't know who he dealing with. Send me your...
Okay, so I'm done kind of merging the two colors, and I would say that shade is not a bad shade. It's just not true to color on my skin tone, and honestly, I didn't really expect it to be. I didn't expect it to come out looking black, but I didn't also expect it to look exactly like this. It's not muddy, it's just darker on my skin. Like, it comes out darker. Like, some shades are just muddy. They turn into like this mushy, just hot mess, and it just kind of like makes everything look, I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna go in with the shade Yabos. I remember this from the movie when she was referring to the girl's boobs, but I don't remember how to pronounce it. Cause I don't, like, when I watch movies, I tend to watch them passively because I'm annoying. So let's go in with that. It's this camouflage. It's the corresponding shade to Bewitched, which was that green shade. And I'm actually gonna not spray it because this is just a base for Brew Potion.
I know. Matter of fact, where he gonna be at? We should pull up on him around 9.
Yeah, it's a gold. Ooh, it has some gold hints in it. Like gold glitters, but it's still green in its base. It's so pretty in person. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can see it on the camera. It's beautiful. But this is just gonna set the tone for what we're trying to do here. And I'm gonna take it up a little bit higher to get rid of some of this color up here, this dark color. Okay, so now I'm going in with Brew Potion. And just so that I don't get too much fallout and stuff, I'm going in with my What It Do setting spray. And I'm gonna spray my brush and just lightly put that on top. Put my love on top.
I see him, you know it's so sad. He gon' pay for wasting our time, yeah.
Okay, so now I'm happy that I did use a base before putting down Brew Potion. Let me show you again what Brew Potion looked like. It's this middle shade right here, and you could tell it's a pressed glitter. I'm glad I used the base because pressed glitters don't lay down evenly. They kind of go wherever the heck they want to. So I recommend using a setting spray to lay it down and then just pressing it in so you don't get too much fallout. I'm wiping this off. Again, here's what that looked like. So now instead I'm taking my NYX matte liquid liner in the shade Black. I think it's just called Milo Black. Yep.
We cut you in a light, so we gon' fuck up your life.
Yeah, I don't want anything dramatic, so that's gonna have to work for now. And then gonna use this Fenty Beauty full frontal mascara and put that on the upper lash.
Is a little time, but you don't know, we know.
Okay, I am now gonna pop on these Allure Vegas nail lashes. I forgot what they're actually called, like what the style is called, so I'll just link them down below in the description for you guys to check out. Okay, so that is it right now for the lashes. I'm gonna put the rest of my face on and then I'll be back to kind of finish up the lower lash line, add a little bit of drama or whatever. And yeah, so let me go ahead and put on my face. Alright guys, so I'm back. I finished my face and I'm gonna go ahead and finish up these eyes. I'm not going to do too much work on the lower lash line, but I do want to give it a little bit of a pop. So let me take my, I don't know what brush I'm going to use though. Okay, I think I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics brush from the Neon Collection in the number 7 brush, and I'm going to go back in with Bewitched and put that on like right underneath the lash line. Now I'm going in with my Morphe 513 brush and going back in with On Toast. And I'm just going to put that right under where I put Bewitched. This don't have a mirror, so it's hard for me to look in the... I think now I'm gonna go in with Full Moon and put that on in the inner corners of my eyes, just a little bit to brighten it up. And it is more matte. It's a matte with a glitter in it. So there are more mattes than I thought in this palette. And now I'm going in with Winch. And I'm just going to add that like right up in here. The lower corner of my eye. It's like a chrome, glittery. Everything's chrome. Remember like during the beginning of quarantine and that, why is everything chrome? Cash. Lean with it, rock with it, lean, swag, rock. Okay, let me stop. Now to add some more pop to my eyes to make my lower lash line stand out. I'm gonna add this Morphe Oh Brow Baby to the waterline. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Okay, I did that, and you see how it like made my eyes seem a little bit bigger? I love that. Love that for me. And you can use, what you should probably actually use is an eyeliner. But this is what I have, and I like it, and I like the peachiness. It's not a pure white. It's like a peachy beige, which matches more of what my waterline actually looks like. It just emphasizes it, and I like that. It looks lighter on camera, trust me. Looks a little bit whiter, but it's like the perfect nude beige shade for that. What I want to do here next is probably go ahead and add some mascara to my bottom lashes. And again, hopefully I don't mess this up. I'm still using my Fenty. All right, so this is pretty much it for the eye look. Really the whole look, but since I just did the eyes on camera, yeah, you know what I'm saying. This is it. I like this palette. I will say that some of the shades for deeper skin tone girls are not probably going to be like the best, but out of a lot of the recent Colourpop drops, this one is the most deeper skin friendly drop, because those little pastel shades, they be hard to work with on darker skin. You can make them work by using a light primer and like finessing it a little bit, but this palette is not going to take a lot of finessing and doing a whole bunch of extra. It does have a good ratio of matte to shimmer shades. I know I said early on that I didn't think it did, but once I started using it and playing with some of the shadows, these shades here on the end and these shades up here are matte. They just have glitter pieces in it, and the glitter disappears when you're putting it on your eyes. So no need to worry about it being like super sparkly. I use some of the black. I don't know if I got it on camera because my camera died, but I used some of the black shade to go over the eyeliner, and it's no glitter there, so you don't have to worry about that. I think that this palette is reasonably priced. I don't know, it's a cute combination. I think you'll be able to get some really cute looks for the fall specifically. It's not just like a Halloween palette. Like, you can use it throughout the entire fall season and even summer if you wanted to, but like, it fits the fall mood very much. And of course, if you are a Hocus Pocus fan, then this palette is just like a must-have. I'm not sure if they're gonna restock this. It is limited edition. They did restock Sailor Moon, so I think that if they restock that one, a restocking this is probably to come, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me. But I think overall, if you're a fan of Hocus Pocus and you like the shades in here, you will be very pleased with the quality of the shadows. No shadow gave me too much trouble. I think Bewitched is, like I said, not really beginner friendly, but it wasn't hard to work with. You just have to know how to use it, because it can go left wrong, much like a black shade. But now people have gotten way more experience with using black and smoky eyes, so it's not really a difficult shade anymore. But like those greens, the greens like this can be kind of difficult to work with in any palette, so that's not exclusive to this palette. But every other shade is like that I use today is very simple and easy to work with, and you can throw a look together very quickly. I'm going to continue using that, but I did want to show you guys that I did pick it up. Even I picked it up at the beginning of the month and haven't been able to sit down and film it today, but it was worth the wait, and I definitely, yes, I'm here for it. Let's just say that. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If you did like it, make sure you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're a newbie, and with that, I will see you guys in the next video.